Hi, and welcome to this edition of MyMetroTV.com. I'm Frederick Knight. Thank you for joining us this morning. Coming up this morning, we're coming to you from the rooftop lounge at the Sheraton overlooking Columbia. This is the site of the 3J 5th year celebration. Their Soiree is taking place. We'll bring you sights and sounds from that event. Also on the way, the Jubilee Festival of Heritage. Got sights and sounds from that as well. Got that Power of Praise TV.com inspirational video of the week and more. As we get started on today's edition of MyMetroTV.com. Daybreak, first stop to the rest of the weekend. In the wake of the recent criticism of the new and controversial voter ID bill, Governor Nikki and the South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles announced earlier this week that the DMV will offer citizens transportation to a DMV office to get an identification card.
We wanted to talk to you because I continue to be amazed at how when we are trying to do things in our state that are just common sense, that they are politicized. We said that if you have to show picture ID to buy Sudafed, if you have to show picture ID to get on a plane, then you should have to show picture ID to protect the integrity of the electoral process. It is common sense. It is something that everybody understands. It is something that we use on a daily basis is we identify who we say we are. And that's what we're trying to do with the election process. So when this came out and we signed the bill and we were very proud of what we had done in South Carolina, many chose to politicize it and give all the reasons why it couldn't be done. And what I said was, if we have to take you there ourselves, we are going to make sure that you have the picture ID that you need to vote. Our goal, as the U.S. Justice Department is questioning South Carolina, our goal is to make sure we have more people voting rather than less. Our goal is to make this as easy as we can, and so I am partnering with Colonel Shwedo to let you know that we are having a photo identification day on September 28th that we will allow to help people get the picture IDs that they need. And to give you the details, I'm going to let Colonel Shwedo talk to you about that, and then I will answer any questions that you have.
Thank you, Governor. We're proud of the opportunity of being able to get more people state identification cards. We think it's an exciting proposition, and we're going to go ahead and make this work. On the 28th of September, our license examiners are going to go out, pick up citizens that need a ride to the DMV, and we're going to do everything we can to legally assist them get a license, an identification card. Here's how the program will work. An individual will pick up a phone, dial the number 1-855-STATE ID, and they'll request transportation. We'll accept requests beginning today, and we'll take them through the close of business on September 22nd. Now, we've got a short gap there so that we can make sure that we have adequate transportation for everybody that needs it. During the initial call, our employees will ask you for your name, your address, and contact information, and the preferred DMV you'd like to go to. The DMV employee will explain the requirements to get you an identification so that you have all the documents necessary to go ahead and get your identification card. We will not give you an appointment at that time. We're going to call you back and confirm the date-time group of pickup to make sure that we're optimizing the state's resources to get you to our DMV. During the confirmation call, we will give you a 2-hour window for pickup, and we will come to your place, pick you up, and get you to the DMV, get you your ID, and get you back. It ought to be a simple process, and we're only looking for 3 things. We're looking for a birth certificate, we're looking for a social security card, and we're looking for proof of residency. And during that discussion on the phone, we will talk to you to ensure that those documents are on hand.
The South Carolina voter ID bill is still undergoing review by the U.S. Justice Department. If you or someone you know is going to need a ride during the State Identification Day, you can call 1-855-STATE-ID. That's 1-855-782-8343 for more information or to schedule a ride. In the current economy, there are not a lot of businesses enjoying a 5-year run, especially in the ultra-competitive fashion industry. I recently attended the 5th anniversary rooftop soiree of 3J Productions and spoke with the fashion visionary and force behind the style exhibition, Jalea Pettis. to find out a little about 3J's history and its future.
Well, we've been in business 5 years now. I'm excited to say that. We started in August of 2006. We started off as a beauty and fashion firm that had a focus with model development and model management, but we've gone through some growing pains and we've taken a hiatus, come back, regrouped, refaceted. So now what our main concentration is fashion, beauty, and entertainment. So anything within that realm. So we have individuals on our team that we funnel through for assignments, whether that be hairstylists, makeup artists, designers, photographers, videographers. We pretty much a one-stop shop. We do everything from event planning to helping you coordinate all types of events that might be needed. We even do writing, whether it's contractual or press kits. Everything from A to Z that you think that you would possibly need within the fashion and beauty industry we take care of.
What do you think was the most trying thing that you had to overcome in this 5 years?
Honestly, it would have to be that I lost some friends along the way. You know, making your business personal is sometimes to your detriment. You have to kind of pick and choose your battles. Everybody can't be your friend and you do business with them. So with that sense, I would have to say that's where the uphill struggle came in. Had to let some people go, some people had to let go of me. So it was equal on both sides.
Okay, now having gone through that and experienced it, what are you hoping to accomplish? Where do you want to go from here? You've done 5. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you aspire to be?
I aspire to be not just nationally known, but internationally known. I don't know if that's going to happen in 5 years. It may happen less, it may happen more. But I'm hoping with our annual event that we put together each year, which will be next year, our 5th year, the style exhibition, that we can kind of help bring a fashion awareness to the city of Columbia. It's kind of lacking a little bit. It's always kind of pulled second place to Charleston or Charlotte or Atlanta. There are a lot of talented individuals within the fashion, beauty, and entertainment industry right here in the city. I'm not originally from this area, but that was the first thing that I noticed when I moved here. So I've been trying to kind of help individuals with that. The style exhibition started off as a one-night fashion and networking event and has quickly grown. It'll be in its 5th year next April 2012. We've just got an endorsement from the mayor from the city of Columbia as it being the premier fashion and networking event of the city, which we're excited about. It's now 3 days. So within that 3-day time span, we have fashion showcases, we have networking events, we have a pre-show party for those that want to kind of let loose and have, you know, cut a rug, and then we also have a black tie function that's going to be benefiting a local nonprofit that we're growing a relationship with. So we're really excited about next year. A lot of things to come for that project. You can find me on the web, www.3jproductions.com. You can give me a call, 888-569-1114. I'm on Facebook, I'm on MySpace, even though that many people aren't on MySpace anymore, Twitter. So just Google 3J. You'll find a host of stuff that'll come up.
Visitors to this year's Jubilee Festival of Heritage, held on the grounds of the Man Simon Cottage in downtown Columbia, enjoyed great weather and a great attendance. I spoke with Historic Columbia's Jacob Crockett about this year's event.
This is the 33rd year that we've had the Jubilee Festival of Heritage on the site, and it takes place on the corner of Richland and Marion Street, which is the Man Simon site. The Man Simon site is significant for several reasons. One is which it's one of the few remaining households that were, or properties that were owned and occupied by a free African American, and this property was actually bought by Ben Delane, a freed slave from Charleston. He purchased this property in 1843, and the same family lived here until 1970.
I asked Jacob about the importance of the event.
Well, it's the 33rd year. It's an annual get-together and has increased in importance over the years. In the beginning, it was actually a small event with community members coming together on this back lawn area. And as you can see today, it's grown to be a very large event with thousands of people attending, where we have food, arts and crafts, different vendors, people demonstrating traditional crafts, as well as education and lots of entertainment, from double dutch to drink small, singing blues.
One of those vendors on site was AARP's Wallace Cunningham.
Well, Fred, what we hope to accomplish is to be out here to share our information As you can see, our Protect Seniors campaign, we are moving into phase 2 of that campaign, protecting Social Security and Medicare, and sharing that information with the folk that are out here attending the Jubilee Festival.
By all accounts, this year's Jubilee Festival of Heritage was a huge success.